Hello, everyone. This is Crystal with Coaching with Crystal. I'm an intuitive and tarot reader. I'm also a clinically trained social worker, and what that has manifested into in the last 15 years is a personal coaching business. So, if you're interested in personal coaching sessions or personal tarot reading, you can learn more at coachingwithcrystal.com, and that is Crystal with a K. Alrighty, here is your weekly read for the week of March 15th, and I gotta say, in all my years of reading the old tarot, I've never seen a spread where every single one of them is a major. Every single one of these cards is a major arcana, which is pretty wild and pretty exciting, because they're nice majors too. Um, so I hope you all had a really nice new moon, this Pisces new moon that happened on Saturday. And judging by these cards, you may have, or you're about to see the fruits of that particular labor. Really exciting stuff. So first up, we've got the Death reversed, and that is kind of the stepping out of your shadow, stepping out of that shadow work, if that's what you've been doing for a little while. Basically starting a new direction, transforming into your next act, if you will. Time to kind of branch out, wake up, and rejoin the world, essentially. The Death card is all about cycles, so death and rebirth. There can't be a rebirth without a death. So this is a very transformational card. And when it's reversed, it's saying, you've done the work. It is time for the rebirth now. Let's get back to it, because and like I said, time to rejoin the world, which the next card is the world. This is the final card in Major Arcana. This is kind of the big deal. One of the big. They're all big deal cards, but this is like the big deal card. You can kind of think world is your oyster sort of situation. I mean, this is like rebirth, rejoin the world. Get moving in this new direction that you may be very excited about. There's a lot of life on this card, a lot of greenery, a lot of animals, a lot of balance. We also have the infinity symbol here, so like the possibilities are infamous. Well, maybe. Infinite. So the world card. I mean, this is nice stuff. Really nice stuff. More messages to kind of get back out in the world. You may have been hiding quite a bit, and a lot of us have. I mean, we all kind of have. And the world is starting to wake up again, starting to reopen, right? People are getting vaccinated, and things are starting to open. Like, we may be getting some semblance of normal back. It'll be a new normal, and that's unclear what that looks like, but that is probably living in this card. So anyway, you've got the Hermit reversed and the Hermit upright. So Hermit upright is about that introspection. You can see a lot of similarities between these two cards, right? Just really similar mood and tone and things like that. So Hermit upright is about, that going within, sort of retreating from the world, introspection, finding that light in the dark. Similar to this, like the rebirth here is a result of this. But this week it came out reversed, so that is just another message of, this is done. Time to move out of hermit mode and rejoin the world, because the world is really opening up for you personally, and then for the larger collective. Super exciting stuff. Next up, and I always find myself doing these very early in the morning or late at night, where I do not have the best light. So then we kind of just move things around and make it work. Then next up, you have the wheel, and you have the wheel of fortune. So the wheel of fortune reversed. Now, having this energy on the spread is real nice, because that is about cycles changing. It's a kind of a lighter version of death. A lot of the same messages and energies in the Wheel of Fortune that there is in death. Tends to be a little lighter, though. But this one is reversed. So this one is saying, don't shoot out of the gate too fast, right? Like don't burn yourself out right away. Don't burn the candle at both ends. As soon as you rejoin this world and, overbook, overdo, overtax, and, then all your plans kind of go kaput because you tried to, throw everything at the wall at one time. Methodical is still the name of the game. If you've been in a hermit mode and kind of in these cycle changes, endings and beginnings, then, the pace did go slower. It just does when you're kind of retreating from the world and taking time for yourself. You may find that rejoining the world can be a little taxing because, hey, it's been a while. And perhaps you grew to really enjoy this hermit mode. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Again, I'm a Virgo. I hermit all day. So, slow and steady wins the race here. The wheel is turning. No rush. Whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. So, this is a little advice around no rush. That wheel will turn when it's supposed to, at the pace that it's supposed to, and your job here is to just feel that out and, kind of go with the flow, right? Don't push the river, let it flow. So a little bit of advice for you there to just not go guns blazing and burn yourself out, right after you rejoin the world. A lot of wheels here. I'm seeing in all 4 of these cards, we've got that cyclical nature that I love, right? A lot of that. So ending of old cycles, beginning of new cycles, very exciting. With the world here, with all of these endings and changes and new cycles, there may be some collaboration in your future. That's fun. I'm sure we're all looking forward to just collaborating, as a collective again, perhaps in person. What a novel concept. Emperor. I think these two kind of go together. These are also the brightest cards in the deck. Your world is just a little bit of everything, and then you've got your introspective ones here, but I think these kind of go together as well. And back to that slowing down, back to that pacing yourself and, going with the flow, and the pace that is kind of presented to you, whether your ego likes it or not, right? Like if the universe is saying, hey, we're going to roll this wheel a little slow, even though your gun's blazing, take that cue. Because the Emperor is all about plans. The Emperor is all about those details and those master plans. This is like, and he's like the king, right? I always read those court cards in kind of a hierarchical fashion, with the king and the queen being the mastery of a particular suit. Well, this is a major arcana. So this is just straight up mastery. This guy knows how to make the money, make the plans, put the plans into action, make them successful, very entrepreneur energy, right? So that's what the spirit is, and I think that's the energy that's being brought here is, you've ended some cycles, and, you've transformed, and now we're moving into a new cycle because of this hermit mode, and now it's time to get out of that hermit mode. Good job, congratulations, you've leveled up, fabulous. Time to rejoin the world, but be methodical about it, right? There was a lot of time during this quarantine for people to deal with this stuff, deal with a lot of this dark night of the soul kind of stuff. And for those that did that, it was challenging, but I'm sure quite rewarding. Usually it is. Once you get out the other side of shadow work, it's really rewarding, and you're like, damn, I wish I would have done that a little sooner, but that's how shadow work is, right? Super uncomfortable, so we avoid it, and then we get kind of forced to do it, and or we choose to do it, and then we come out the other side feeling a lot better. So anyway, you had these cycles, you had this introspection, you had this time alone, this hermit mode, and you can rejoin the world again, but slow and steady. Don't burn yourself out and kind of delay or derail all this hard work you've been doing. Really get out there to, really be in it to win it, I guess, is the advice here. Stay with the rhythm of the universe, keep your plans intact, keep that entrepreneurial energy, keep that focus, and you'll be good to go. Wow. I'm still just amazed that all 5 of these are majors. That's a trip. That is a trip. I've been getting a lot more majors in my readings and then personal readings for people as well. So, nice energy shift. And we've got a few, right? We've got lighter energy coming, with just the spring equinox, and we're in Pisces energy, which is another like big boost of healing energy, okay? And then we are starting to kind of get settled into the beginning stages of the age of Aquarius, because that came through in December. And talk about wheels rolling slow. That was the winter solstice in December, so December 21st, I guess it was. Yeah, 21st. And now here we are mid-March, and we're just now starting to see the lightness and the airiness that, and the airiness that comes with, that Aquarian, that heavy Aquarian age. The lightness that comes with the heavy Aquarian age. All about duality. Okay, let's see here. Well, this is such a humongous read. Let's see if these guys want to say anything. I don't think I'm going to pull a major on this one. I think that might be a little redundant. That might belabor the point here. Let's see. Really cool read. Just when you thought it was going to be kind of your run-of-the-mill week. I wanted to say something about this real quick. So in my Pisces new moon reading, there was a lot of contrary advice or medicine around letting go during a new moon. Usually you are called to let go during a full moon cycle, but here we are in the new moon where you're supposed to be picking things up, again, supposed to be. But the energy that I got from that reading was let go, let go, let go. So, if that advice made sense to you, if that resonated, and you did some of that letting go work during this Pisces new moon, good call. Okay. Ooh la la. Oh, fun. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay. I'm going to put these over here because... All right, so Mystical Shaman and Wild Woman. This is nothing but good medicine, okay? So this is that, really deep spiritual healing. Very much a hermit card, kind of seeing the light in the dark, doing the shadow work, finding the magic in all of that, finding the synchronicities. This is the counsel and the advisor that others go to in tribe, right? This is the healer. Shamanic people are very healing people, and they heal because they have had to themselves. They've been broken probably many, many times, and they found a way to do that shadow work, right? They've been hurt, they've hurt others, and they've learned along the way on how to reconcile that within themselves and with others. And shamans have had a hard life. That's one of the key ways that you learn. So, if you've had an interesting go, if some of your trips around the sun have been a little rough, and I'm talking pre-COVID too, for sure, pre-COVID, you may be feeling this energy, especially as we get a little lighter. If you were really digging deep, you might be picking up some of this energy. And Wild Woman, this is just a free Wild Woman. Look at her heart chakra all lit up. And there's a lot of blue in her heart chakra, and it's kind of that lighter blue. So, she speaks her mind. She is confident. She is with the seasons. She is with the cycles. She is her own person. She is Wild Woman. She's doing her thing. There's all this red as well. She's rooted in who she is. She's okay with that. She's more than okay with that. She stands up for herself. I mean, this is a strong lady. And putting these two together, there's a lot of feminine energy here, a lot of mystical, magical, feminine energy here. Really, really beautiful and unsurprising considering we've got 5 freaking majors coming out. I wanted to bring these separate because look at this. Look at all of these circles and cycles. A lot of cycles are ending right now. And that's really good. That's really good. This quarantine, I mean, I don't wish COVID on anybody. It's been very challenging. And, I have a lot of empathy and care for people who have lost loved ones and friends due to this, who have lost livelihoods. I've lost friends. I've had friends pass away because of COVID. And then, of course, there's all sorts of financial struggles. There's repercussions that still haven't come out from that. We've got moratoriums that are going to end, and the world's we're not done changing here. But anyway, COVID was also by design. I mean, if you're looking at the age of Aquarius, we're coming out of a more Taurus heavy age, which is a lot of hedonism, a lot of greed, a lot of narcissism. Just look at the world that, very, very masculine, like toxic masculine energy. And that is slowly but surely taking a different turn. And, we basically got a year-long time out to sort of right our ships, get our shit together. And, we'll see what shakes out for the ones that did and the ones that did not take that time. But anyway, I could go on about that forever. I kind of do in every reading. I guess I have a thing with it. So anyway, we've got a circle, the circle, and then we've got completion, another circle. And then what I say, we got circles here, here, here. We've got the wheel, right? I mean, it's just, they're everywhere. And life is nothing but cycles. I mean, that's, if you want one guarantee in life, tell me one thing that is for sure in life is it's full of cycles. That's what it is. Good cycles, bad cycles, good cycles into bad cycles into good, tough cycles into easy, happy cycles into sad. You will get lessons over and over again until you learn them. And then you learn that and they're like, okay, good for you. Yay, you've leveled up. You've leveled up. Next lesson, next cycle. But these are nice to see. And if you are living in a way where you are understanding and accepting of cycles, things roll a little smoother. Again, if you're letting the river flow as opposed to trying to push the river, you're making it a lot easier on yourself. You kind of roll with the punches a little more. You're like a little fox floating down the river on a little board or something. So circle is this. This is the circle of life. This is the circle that we live in. This is the collective. You see all these hands here. You see this like Mayan gold, right? This could kind of symbolize the Mayan calendar. This is just being cyclical with the universe, kind of going with the flow. And then you've got completion. Many of you may be completing a cycle. I would not be surprised considering, again, 5 majors and the majors that have come out. Change, change, change. Introspection because of change. New attitude because of change. But again, change, change, change. Circles. And then this one has all the chakra colors in it, in order. So, you might have really been kind of worked. Maybe within this moon cycle, in a smaller chunk, but definitely in the larger year, maybe the larger couple of years. And this may be a good week to reflect back on that. Reflect back on when the particular cycles that are ending began. Look back on when that started and where that started, and kind of take a trip down memory lane, walk yourself through to the present. And then, that'll slow you down a little bit, gather up the lessons that you learned and the strengths that you found, and, apply that with this entrepreneurial, kind of analytical energy, this nice masculine energy. He's not toxic. This is nice masculine energy. Let that wheel roll slow, and then rejoin the world. Pretty, really pretty. Wow. Let me see if there's any. No, nope. We got a chakra card that has them all on there. So, check in with all your chakras. Be grateful for the ones that are in balance. Be grateful for the ones that are out of balance, and the fact that you know that they're out of balance, and put some work in those. Be grateful that you have that kind of roadmap right within yourself. Okay. Fuchsia. Oops. Is that better? Kind of. This camera's like, what the hell are you doing? There we go. I'm really gonna try to actually, there we go. I'm belaboring the point here. I'm really gonna try to start doing these in the daylight. I never get called to do them in the daylight, though. I do these when when it feels right. So anyway, fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. There we go. Boom. There we go. And then the moth orchid, communication. Listen and speak with greater care. Not only with others, but with yourself as well. Like I said, maybe go take that trip down memory lane as you cycle out and into something new, and listen to yourself, and see what lessons you've learned, see where you're still learning, where you're still growing, see how far you've come, see how far you have to go, and be grateful for that, as opposed to upset, discouraged, annoyed, or angry about it. Hang with your chakras, align those chakras. A completion is something to celebrate, absolutely, because you've made it, you've completed it. But there really also is no such thing as a completion, just a transformation and a move into a new direction and a new cycle. Beautiful stuff. All right, let me get out of here. That's what I've got for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And if you're interested in personal readings or personal coaching sessions, you can reach out to me at coachingwithcrystal.com. And again, that's Crystal with a K. Love you all. Have a great week. Bye-bye.